Hey, what is going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link, dropping the double upload on you today. Oh, come on, you know you love it when I drop the double upload on you. If you treat me nice and say you like it, I might drop the double upload on you more often. But we're back once again to talk about some Destiny 2. Bungie, just a little bit ago, maybe 20 minutes before the time of this recording, dropped a brand new 2-minute trailer. It's really about 1 minute and 50 seconds, minute 53 seconds, showing off a bunch of brand new exotic gear in Destiny 2. That's right, we're getting a bit of a sneak peek at some of the exotics that are going to be coming within the upcoming expansion Forsaken. And some of them look really, really good. So in this video, we're going to be going over that trailer, talking a bit about some of the exotics, giving some of the information that we currently know about some of them because they've been talked about previously in articles and with interviews and whatnot. And we'll be giving you our thoughts on the way some of these exotics look and how we hope they perform in the game. But first things first, let's go ahead and play this full trailer so you can check it out.
They didn't expect that! Like a whirlwind of death! Fantastic work!
Destiny 2 Forsaken, available September 4th. Pre-order and get the Ace of Spades last hand ornament, plus Cade's exotic stash.
Alright, now there we go. Tons of hype within that trailer and certainly a lot of things to talk about, because in addition to some brand new exotics, we're getting some returning exotics as well as some returning armor. I know you Guardians saw that Boeing 747 Prison of Elders Titan helm from way back in the House of Wolves in Destiny 1. That was definitely a fan favorite amongst Titans who wanted to look like airplanes, and it looks like parts of that armor set, maybe even the full thing, might be returning in Forsaken, which honestly makes a lot of sense considering the fact that we'll be going through the Prison of Elders within the Forsaken, we're going to the Reef, all of that kind of stuff when the DLC comes out. But anyways, let's go ahead and get on into some of these exotics. Now the first thing we got to see was the new exotic rocket launcher, the Two-Tailed Fox. This is the rocket launcher that fires 2 rockets at a time, and each rocket that it fires is going to have a different effect and different element. We learned about this from previous interviews. One of the rockets is a void rocket that creates a bit of a suppression effect, while the other is a solar rocket that adds a burn to targets. Now it's interesting to note that this exotic rocket launcher actually had a different name in previous builds of the game. Back in the day, back a couple of months ago, it was actually known as the Twin Rabbit. And the name of its ability back then was Gravity and Fire. Now while the weapon itself might have seen an overall name change, we don't know if the ability itself is going to see a name change when Forsaken finally comes out. All I know is that it's an awesome looking rocket launcher and it's got native tracking, which is something, one of the many things rockets in D2 are definitely missing. Now if only we could get some more with actual proximity detonation. Alright, after that, we've got the Antaeus wards. These exotic Titan boots allow you to basically reflect projectiles when sliding. You see the Titan sprinting there, he gets kind of the overshield that you used to get when you had Juggernaut on or when your shoulder charge was charged up, and then when he slides, it creates a shield in front of him, and that reflects a rocket right back where it came. That definitely looks like it's going to be a very interesting ability. I'd love to see exactly how that's going to play out within PvP. You know, based on how long the ability takes to charge up, I could see this having some pretty interesting utility within competitive and quick play game modes. Definitely looks like it's going to be a very interesting piece of Titan armor. Next up, we get to see a familiar face, the Trinity Ghoul. Precision kills with this create electrical storm arrows. We've seen plenty of gameplay from this within the past couple of weeks, so it should come as no surprise for most of you Guardians. After that, we get a new Hunter chest piece, the Sixth Coyote. This affords you a double dodge, which is definitely interesting. So you're basically getting a second ability charge there for hunters. Now that on its own is helpful enough, but with the right mod combination allowing you to get your abilities back very quickly, I could see this exotic really kind of becoming a staple of the neutral game for all three hunter classes. Not too bad. Next up, we get to see the exotic hand cannon, Malfeasance. This exotic hand cannon is the one that kind of resembles a Sword of Thorn in Destiny 2. With this weapon, 5 hits on a target will trigger an explosion, and we get a great shot of it here. The explosion of what looks like arc damage seems to have a pretty wide radius, taking out virtually every enemy around that Minotaur. And it looks like it'll have the recoil pattern that guns like the West of Sunfall 7 do now, making for a really interesting combination there. The Malfeasance was already one of the most interesting looking exotic weapons that we had seen before in previous videos like the Vidoc. Now that we know that this thing causes massive explosions, I want to get my hands on it even more. After that, we've got the new exotic sword, the Black Talon. We've seen this from the Vidoc as well. This sword allows you to launch a projectile at targets, not unlike the bolt caster of old back from Destiny 1, the Taken King. Except this time, rather than launching an electric disc at targets, you kind of shoot a bit of a blade beam moving forward. And I'm fairly certain that the Talon itself is a void damage weapon rather than arc like the bolt caster. Next up, we get a great reference to our good buddy Zol, 1000 Voices. This looks to be a brand new solar trace rifle. Now, to be perfectly fair and accurate, I actually saw some other outlets reporting that the 1000 Voices was a linear fusion rifle, but I don't know, based on the clips that I'm seeing here, that looks kinda like a trace rifle. Either way, its special ability states that it fires an exploding beam of fire, and we get to see that in a couple of scenes throughout this trailer. I think it looks awesome, and whether it's another trace rifle or a linear fusion, I can't wait to get my hands on it. After that, we get a surprising new bit of Warlock armor in the Chromatic Fire, and listen to the ability on this thing. Precision kinetic kills will trigger elemental explosions. That's right, this exotic Warlock chest piece gives every kinetic weapon Firefly. If that doesn't sound crazy to you, I don't know what will. This is completely amazing. I mean, the Warlock chest piece here already looks incredible. I love the way it kind of has that swagger of a jacket with like an extended blazing collar. It looks incredible, and this ability is ridiculous. Imagine taking your favorite kinetic weapon, something like your Better Devils, or better yet, in my opinion, your Midnight Coup. Boom, that thing now has Firefly in addition to Rampage and Outlaw. That sounds unbelievably fun to play with to me. And thankfully, with this Warlock chest piece, you're gonna look pretty good doing it. My only question is going to be how exactly it registers the element of the Firefly kill. Is it gonna be random? Is it gonna be on kind of like a rotation, like maybe your first Firefly kill will be solar, second one will be void, last one will be arc, and then it cycles all over again? There's so many questions here. All I know is that I love the way the Chromatic Fire looks. After that, we get a look at a brand new exotic bow, the Wish Ender. This allows you to see through walls and pierce targets. So basically you get armor piercing rounds, and you can see a full silhouette of Guardians, not just the little targeter that we get in the game right now. A full silhouette of Guardians, kind of like their shade through walls. This is going to give you a pretty interesting tactical advantage, and it should be extremely helpful in PvP. Finally, we get a look at the returning exotic, the Ace of Spades. This D1 classic is back. And here's its special ability. Reloading after a kill grants extra damage bullets, and we see a very quick clip of it there. It looks like the Ace of Spades gets its own stylistic reload animation when you activate the ability, and then it gets bonus damage. which is definitely a step up from the Maverick perk from the original Ace of Spades, where precision kills would move 1 round from your ammo reserves into your magazine. It also looks like the Ace of Spades is retaining the Firefly perk, as the precision kill that we see here causes a massive explosion. I think that's a heck of a way to bring the Ace of Spades into Destiny 2, and it looks like it's going to be an absolute ton of fun to play with. Now that is all the names and abilities for new exotics that we got within this video, but they're not the only new exotics we got to see. Of course, we get to see what looks to be a new exotic slug shotgun, almost in the vein of the Chaperone back from Destiny 1. We also get to see some electrified new Warlock boots, as well as another great shot of one of the incoming exotic auto rifles, the Cerberus +1. And then of course the video finally wraps up with the nice message of happy hunting, showing off that Guardian, that Titan, wearing the Prison of Elders stuff from DLC's past. And that is it, my friends. A lot of really great looks at some of the incoming exotics with Destiny 2 in this video. I gotta say, and a lot of them look pretty good. The Chromatic Fire looks amazing, Malfeasance looks amazing. And I'd really like to know what the abilities for that shotgun and some of the other things that were shown off are. But anyways, Guardians, those are my thoughts. Leave me yours. Which is your favorite new exotic from this video? I have to say, they all look great, and it's kind of hard for me to pick one over the other, although I might just have to stick with my Warlock and say Chromatic Fire, because Firefly on every Kinetic sounds amazing. But anyways, be sure to leave me your pick down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. Be sure to tune in later today where we will have another video covering the weekly TWAB. Should be coming out sometime tonight. But alright, that's it for this one, Guardians. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.